Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful May day here at Casa de Cristo. This is that which takes place in between the before and the after. This is the Interlude. So grateful that you could join us online today. Had a wonderful message from Pastor Ruby. What a great reminder, to reflect on those times that we are angry and specifically even angry with our Creator and what we are to do with that. If you happen to miss that message, make sure you tune in for the 9:15 service. Wonderful message today. We're also very blessed in worship this morning because we had a guest pianist today, John Luke. Good morning to you.
Hey, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. We're so curious to get to know you. A lot of the people watching online were joining us online for our 8 a.m. worship service, so they saw you playing, and I'm sure they're curious to get to know you. So tell us about how you ended up here at La Casa on this Sunday morning.
Well, thank you. I work for Jennifer Sheldon. She's the director here a lot, and she's known me since I was a child. So I'm happy to be working as an adult here for her. I know Jeremy. I know some of the choir people, and I was recommended by another great pianist. So first time here. I'm happy to be here. I'm going to do it again probably.
Wow. So you've known Jennifer a long time. Go all the way back and tell us how did you get to know each other? You must have been a young child.
Yeah,
at the time.
I was a child, a teenager. She has seen me grow up, and she's tried. When I was a child, she first tried to hire me. She had to fire me when she first had me. I wasn't good enough yet, and that's okay. We still work together. But that is through youth theater. Basically, she's a choir person, and so I've seen her around. We've known each other for a long time.
Oh, this is so fun.
Yeah.
So what kind of things are you up to these days? You working somewhere? Or?
Yeah. Well, in a couple of weeks, I'll be at the Herberger conducting Annie with Valley Youth Theater.
Wow.
I do a lot of church. I'm a church pianist at the Croc Center, Salvation Army in downtown Phoenix. So I'm very busy.
That sounds great. Very creative-minded, I could tell.
Yeah.
So what is it like to direct Annie? This sounds really amazing.
Yeah, it's really intimidating. There's about 17-piece orchestra, and I'm just a sub. I'll be subbing in, but I'll have to lead a group of people that I don't know. So that'll be for a whole weekend at the end of the month. It'll be fine.
Very good. Well, we're so blessed to have you here this morning.
Thank you, sir.
If it's not too much to ask, could we get a little sample of you on the piano today for our online audience?
All right, I'll put this
I'll
down.
hold the microphone for you.
All right, what did I just do?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
This Steinway here.
Yeah, beautiful. This piece is called Press On.
Yeah, it's Press On. It's a really beautiful choral piece that's set to in a choir, my arrangement here.
Well, thank you so much. We're very blessed to have you here with us in worship today, and you're going to be here at the next service too. So anybody join online, you can catch them at the next service, and we're grateful for your gifts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. I'm going to take the microphone here, and we're going to move on to the next person. You also saw in our musical duo this morning, part of that was Catherine. Good morning to you, Catherine.
Good morning to everybody online and also here.
I'm so happy to see you this morning. Now, tell us, you are well involved with the church, but on a Sunday morning like this, where you are helping musically, tell us how you got plugged into that particular role here this morning.
Because I'm not in Europe with the choir. I have 2 weeks of school left, last week and this week, so it just didn't work out timing-wise. But so Jennifer asked and said, would you sing? I said, sure, no problem. I'll keep you all in my heart while you all are at Notre Dame today, and they're having supposedly an organ concert. I heard that, saw that on my text messaging from some of them. So
wow, so many of our musicians from the church are over in Europe.
Yes.
Notre Dame today. This is really
fabulous.
Incredible.
Yes, so they had a great time in Normandy, laying the wreath. That was pretty moving for a lot of the guys that were there because they were also veterans. And so it was quite an emotional event for them.
Incredible.
Yep.
Well, we're so grateful for you being here this morning. How long have you been a part of the choir here at La Casa?
Probably since I've been a member, which is over 10 years.
Wow. And how did you first get plugged in? Did you come up to Jennifer? Did she come to you? How'd that work?
I came to Jennifer. I think I was probably one of the lone female voices, soprano voices, singing the Hallelujah chorus one year, many years back. And I think somebody said, you need to go talk to Jennifer. So I did, and the rest is history. I'm here.
That's great.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved with La Casa de Cristo as a church?
That came about from a teacher friend of mine at Chaparral. She used to play in the praise band here. And then my neighbor down the street, she used to come here as well. And I used to teach at Valley Lutheran High School. And when I left the church there in terms of Shepherd of the Desert, then I came here to La Casa.
We're so grateful for our teachers. We know that you serve as a teacher. Tell us, where do you teach and what are you doing with that?
This is my last year after some 35 plus years of teaching. So Friday will be my final day of teaching. It'll be my first day of retirement.
Congratulations,
I am
Catherine.
so excited.
35 years. Our valley has been blessed by your teaching.
Not just here, but it's been wherever I have lived. So it's been
great.
at least since 2000 here in the valley, and prior to that, Texas and Illinois.
So what are your big plans for retirement?
Nothing. As of right now, nothing. Just probably getting through all of my stuff. As my son said, just give it away, throw it away. So I said, no, I've got to go through some of it and keep some of it that I want that has memento and sentimental value. So other than that, no, I don't have any plans this summer. So.
Well, thank you. And thank you for what you're doing here at La Casa de Cristo. Out of the pieces that you are sharing today in worship, what's one of your favorites? Can you tell us about the background of any of those?
Grace Flows Down. That's the piece that actually Jennifer chose for me. And it kind of wraps up the actual hymn that we're singing, Amazing Grace. And that is actually one of my dad's favorite hymns, is Amazing Grace. So having me sing it today, and then also to sing the more contemporary version, I know it's going to be heavy on his heart today.
And your parents come to worship here?
Yes.
And they're going to be here at this next service?
Yes.
And what a blessing it will be, as it always is for them, to be able to hear you sing and to be able to worship together here at La Casa de Cristo. So wonderful. What other things are you involved here at the church? I know you're very involved, but beyond even music as well.
I play handbells. So Jeremy is a fabulous conductor. He really challenges us. And so the 50th was our last opportunity to play bells. And then we'll get together again in September and be ready to go for the next season.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because it was incredible at the 50th anniversary to see the full spread
Correct.
of the bells.
Yes.
We have so many. Well, what was it like preparing for that Sunday?
Not too bad, considering the fact that it came right after Easter. And so we had a major preparation for Easter, but it was the fact that we're all spread out. That's how we practice, but we've never actually performed that way. So it was challenging trying to hear everybody, the trebles as well as the bass bells.
Yeah, so. And for the entire musical ensemble here at the church to have Easter the following week, 50th. I mean, these were two really big celebrations back to back.
Absolutely. But you know what? You rise to the challenge. We did it. And so we're very, very grateful. And we feel so satisfied that we were able to meet those challenges.
Very good. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for all you do here at the church. I'm going to have you pass the microphone right behind you to Mr. Jim here this morning. Jim is also a big part of our music here at the church, and thank you for all that you do, Jim. For those that are watching online that might not be as familiar with what you do here at the church, can you share with them what's going on here?
Well, my job is I am the assistant to Jennifer Sheldon, the director, and I help behind the scenes, getting all the music, doing all of the things that have to be prepared for the choir, including our big cantatas. So everything I do is generally behind the scenes, although I do sing in the choir and have. So trying to explain exactly what I do back there, there's piles of music. Wow. And especially when we have orchestras and everything else. So anyway, that's in kind of a nutshell what I do.
So everything that we see here in the music world with worship and everything here at the church, which is a lot and very extensive, you're behind it all.
Jennifer and Jeremy are the designers. then I have to help put it together and put it, after that.
We
So-
know you do a great deal, and I mean that sincerely. And we thank you for everything that you do here, Jim. You're also involved in other ministries, even outside of music. Tell us what else you do here at the church.
Well, for the last 7 years, I've been co-leader of the Veterans Ministry. We just had our last breakfast for the spring yesterday, which we had 160 people there, which we do once a month. And so we have to put together that program, organize it, get speakers, we bring singers. And so that's another thing that behind the scenes takes a lot to put on a program, as you know.
Yeah. So last one for this semester, but of course it'll be coming back again in the fall, and we look forward to that. We know you had your celebration as we approach Memorial Weekend now. So thank you to you for all your work, and really appreciate you here at the church, Jim. God's blessings to you, and God's blessings to everybody online. And we thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the 9:15 a.m. worship service here at La Casa de Cristo. This has been the Interlude. God bless you all.